and welcome to another episode of Talkappella. Correction, welcome to another season of Talkappella. We are
Another
back.
season.
We are back and better than ever. Of course, I'm Brian Alexander. Joining me as always is my friend, the co-host extraordinaire, Elicia Edwards. Elicia, how's it going?
I'm doing really well. I just popped my neck, so that means I'm doing even better.
Uh-oh. Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
There
good.
you
It's
go
good.
already.
It's good.
All
It was
stretched and
it was
ready
on
to go.
purpose. It was on purpose. Happy New Year,
There
my
you go.
friend.
Happy New Year to you as well.
And
I wish you
it's
great things in the year to come.
yeah, you too. And it's February.
It is. It is. We
Yeah,
got a
kind of
little bit
wild.
of a late start, but I mean, January is kind of crazy
I'm like
in
nobody
all
like. Let's be real.
fronts.
Nobody likes
And
January.
just no. It's best we just
January lasts for
bypass
like an
that.
entire year. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so we decided to skip January here on Talkappella. So
exactly. We wanted to get straight to the good stuff. I mean, February is the season of competition, is the season
yep,
of love for the lovebirds out there.
that is
It's a
true.
season of new things, which is why we're bringing you the first episode of Talkappella in 2025.
I was gonna say new
So,
season, new segments, but not today.
correct. We have some good things in the works. So, as we always say, stay tuned. So, Alicia, today we're going to be kicking things off with our first episode, and we're going to get right to Freshly Brewed. We
Let's
always
do
like
it.
to bring the latest and greatest. So, my friend, what have you prepared for us today?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory here. So
Yeah.
we've talked about this on the show before. So A Cappella Academy was
Mm-hmm.
co-founded by Avi Kaplan, and it all started with a tweet. His tweet was, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying a plot of land, building a huge log cabin for my future family, and putting
Mm-hmm.
together an a cappella camp every summer."
Okay, it started
ha-
ominous for a second there, so I'm
yeah.
glad you clarified. Okay.
Hashtag someday. So this was,
Okay.
many years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
we have. I know. Rob Dietz was on the show once upon a time, and I don't know if Ben Bram ever was, but
I think so.
so they've both arranged. They both arranged for the sing off back in the day, and they saw this tweet, and they contacted Avi, and they were like, "Let's make this happen." So
Mm-hmm.
A Cappella Academy happens every summer. I want to say it started in 2014, and they've had guest artists. They've had guest artists, special performances, and activities for youth ages 12 to 18. And so that's something that's really neat, and really a great opportunity for teens who are
Mm-hmm.
interested in learning more about a cappella. Now, unfortunately, their audition window for this year has closed.
Right.
So if you are interested, there's always next year. I mean, definitely look
Sure.
into it. Now, I discovered that they dropped a new video
Mm-hmm.
that, I mean, I'm sure it was filmed, recorded back in summer of 2024, but it was just dropped about a week and a half ago.
Okay.
And they're singing Little Blue, and it's a Jacob Collier cover, and it's the a cappella choir from A Cappella Academy. So I just wanted us to take a look at it and kind of see all these young voices coming together.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I'm a fan of their whole movement and what they do to help get the youngsters involved in acapella. So let's check it out. I'm really
Let's check it
excited for this
out.
one.
Yep, here we go.
Oh,
People,
oh my gosh.
this is the future of a cappella. Like, these are the
Oh, yes.
voices that are going to be doing. I mean, I feel like they're already doing huge things. I loved
Mm-hmm.
what was it? The da 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 da.
All those
Like,
bell tones in there. Oh my
halfway
gosh, they
through.
got me.
Yeah, that
They
was
got me.
it. I was just like, these are
Mm-hmm.
kids. These are
Yeah.
kids doing this. Like,
Oh.
I've heard adults in college groups struggle,
Mm-hmm.
really struggle
Yes.
to pull that off, and this was incredible. And there, I
Yeah.
mean, there's no vocal percussion in it. They're doing something
Mm-mm. It's
like
not
a
needed.
hit on their lap
Mm-mm.
and snap, but
Yeah.
it's so effective with what they're doing. And I mean,
Mhm.
just a little bit more about A Cappella Academy. They have a phenomenal staff that
Mhm.
teach there every year. Avi Kaplan, obviously, Ben Bram, and Rob Dietz. They've got a few different group directors in there. I'm looking at their names because I know there was a face that I saw in that video that I recognized, but I can't remember his name. Ah, I found him, Tracy Robertson. I want to say
Oh yeah,
I want to say
pitch
he was,
slapped.
yeah.
Berkeley's pitch slapped.
Wasn't he also in Vocalocity?
Yes, he was in
Yeah.
Vocalocity as their bass, I believe, and
Yes.
then he also for quite a bit of time he sang with Impact as well.
Okay. Well, and I was
Hmm.
going to say Impact has been one of the
Like their
guest
featured.
performances.
Yes.
So every year they have a number of special guests and performances. So Impact is one that has performed actually since the beginning of
Mhm.
of the founding of A Cappella Academy in its first year. They've also had Pentatonics perform there previously. I don't think
Yeah,
Pentatonics has performed there in the last 5 years or so, but
it's been a while.
still really impressive. They've had Tori Kelly, they've
Yep.
had Jacob Collier, Spider Horse has been there, Women of the World, just some really big names in a cappella. And
Yes.
if you
So.
want, like, it's just such a great opportunity for, I feel like, the youth of today.
Yeah, and what I love about this arrangement as I'm listening to it, and you hit up on it, it's the maturity that comes across for
Oh
me more
yeah.
than anything, because I think back to back in my time in high school, and I think a lot of us have the experience. If you did high school choir and stuff, it's more like the classical route of music,
Mm-hmm.
and now you see a lot more school programs who have a focus towards contemporary a cappella and have groups, and they're beginning to touch on it, but with Acapella Academy here and this song specifically, Little Blue, I love how like the emotional maturity is like already coming through. And you don't expect that from
Mm-hmm.
kids that are,
No, not at
14 to
all.
17. I
Yeah.
mean, not saying that they can't be mature, but in terms of like delivering that through the music, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not even just talking about, note execution, pitch accuracy, stuff like that. Just the feeling of it. And I get that from here. And you're right. There are college groups out here that they have to commit a great deal of time to sounding like halfway as
Right.
good as these kids are
Right.
sounding. So this Little Blue performance here it's special. It's absolutely
Yeah.
special.
And it's pretty awesome. I love
Hmm.
being able to see like the advancement of young people in society.
Hmm.
Like I never could have pulled something like this off when I was in middle school or high
Oh,
school.
me neither.
Like
I wasn't ready.
there's no way. And I mean they've got some amazing professionals who are supporting them
Hmm.
through like along the way. And I think that is amazing. And I mean, parents, if you're tuning in, have your kids
Hmm.
audition for this. This is just
Absolutely.
such a stellar opportunity.
Yeah, and I also want to comment because outside of Talkappella, I've expressed before I do a lot of other
Hmm.
acapella endeavors, and one of the things I'm currently working on, I got to keep a little under the wraps, but
Oh.
I'm working as a nominator and judge for the Chorus Contemporary Acapella Recording
Oh.
Awards, and the amount of how can I put this, the high school music that I've
Oh
been able
yeah.
just to
Yeah.
listen to, it's astounding. I'm like, these groups, they're ready. They're
They're
ready. And this is a
phenomenal.
perfect example. This
Hmm.
song right here is a perfect example of where music is headed.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is. So thank you for sharing this. I love this. I
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
this. And
Of course.
Jacob Collier, my goodness, the things he's released over the last couple of years, sensational. So
Incredible. Yeah. So what you got for me?
awesome. Okay, so what I have today is something special. So Alicia, check this out.
Are you trying to
Um,
say that mine wasn't special?
no, no,
Because
no, no. You
I
know
mean
what? I
that's so
Excuse me, I believe I used special a number of times
okay.
in
Fair enough. Fair
my
enough. Fair
descriptor.
enough.
So,
Okay.
I'm just,
All right.
shifting
All
to
right.
my
All right.
mind. All right, here we go.
A different special. Okay.
Thank you. There
All
we go.
right.
I like
Let's
that.
see what we got.
All right, so this year's Grammys will feature a very special nomination with some familiar a cappella names. And in the category of Best Arrangement, Instrumental or a cappella, the song Rose Without the Thorns will be vying for the win.
Hmm.
And what a beast of a song this song is. I mean, the song is composed and sung by Pentatonics member Scott
Okay.
Hoying and
Okay.
features vocals from Sage and Tonality. And
Okay.
I'm hopefully not, I'm hoping that I don't butcher Sage's name. I believe it's spelled S-A-J-E, but I believe they pronounce it Sage. It was arranged. The song is arranged by Hoyne, Alexander Lloyd Blake, AJ Seeley, and members of Sage. And those in the a cappella world may be familiar with another familiar name, Amanda Taylor, who is a member of Sage, as she was previously a longtime member of the award-winning jazz vocal group Group for Thought, who appeared on
Okay.
Sing Off. One of the song's arrangers, Alexander Lloyd Blake, shared the following about the song. He says, "It's a beautiful song, a beautiful message of love, and currently, especially in the times we're in, a very positive message of queer love." And let's see. Sorry, I lost my place for a second. Here we go. And Scott Hoyne, little trivia, Scott Hoyne actually wrote the song as an anniversary present for his husband. So
Oh,
yeah, so this
how
song
perfect.
is
How
oh,
perfect
it's
in the month of love.
I know exactly. See, you plant that perfectly. We plant this perfectly.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we are going to do a small snippet
Okay.
of the song. And what I'm going to say, I struggled choosing what part of the song to actually feature
Okay.
because the whole thing is just it's just earth shattering. So we're going to listen to a short sample of it, and then of course afterwards you got to go check out the full song. So I hope you enjoy this cover of "Rose Without the Thorns" by Scott Hoyne.
We are a symphony that never ends. You are my lover, love the way you love me like you do. I've got a lot of love to give it all. I wanna do is give it all to you. Love me from the start with that beauty mark. You are my rose without the thorns. So won't you hold me as hard as you can? Never let go, please. The top of your head.
Man,
Alicia, this song. Okay, so
is so good.
I know. Full disclosure, I just recently discovered this. This song came out in 2024, a couple, I think August, end of August is when the
Okay.
track, or at least the video dropped.
Right.
And a few notes about this. So Scott Hoyne, obviously, as I mentioned, he composed it, but then there's also like a full orchestral version of this
Okay.
song. And what I love about this, I love the cinema of the
Mm-hmm.
song because I was doing a little research. Alexander Lloyd Blake. Is that did I but says it? Yes, Alexander Lloyd Blake. He's one of the arrangers on there. And
Okay.
he has like roots within, like music, like gospel music, kind of that civil rights type of
It
kind of
kind of
feel
it kind of
type of
feels
stuff.
like that a little bit.
Yes, and that
Yeah.
was one of the tones I was picking up in their version here, that
Mm-hmm.
in Scott's video. And I love it. It's phenomenal. Like you
Oh
said, you can
yeah.
just hear all the voices. It is a cappella, I think, outside of some stomps and claps
Mm-hmm.
and things of that nature. But I don't know. I'm geeking out.
That's I was
I
gonna
want
say
to
that's
hear.
still not instruments.
I know. It's still not instruments. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just all over the place here. But give me your thoughts. Give me what you're hearing from this.
One of the things that, I mean, the sound was extremely powerful, which isn't a
Mm-hmm.
surprise given that it's Scott. Um, I you were talking about like kind of the cinematography of it. I
Mm-hmm.
was really like intrigued by when the rose popped up on the screen and his
Mm-hmm.
face is in it, and I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's really cool. Well, and I was like you don't like it's just something that you don't see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are it's a very great way to be creative with your video.
Yes.
Um, I also
Mm-hmm.
noticed I think it's one of his shoulders. He has a my shoulders keep disappearing in this call. Um, he
It's all good.
he's got a rose tattoo, and I was like, ooh,
Yes.
like did he already have that? Did he get it for the video? Is it
Good
not
catch.
real and it's only there for the video? Like the thematic elements there I think are really really neat. And
Yeah.
sometimes you'll see things like that in videos and
Mm-hmm.
they kind of come across as gimmicky.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not in this case.
No.
In this
No.
case it worked like incredibly well.
Yeah, it feels very everything to me personally. It feels very authentic, and
Mm-hmm.
even Scott is a very evocative type of
Oh
performer.
yeah.
Like he doesn't hide his emotions. He
Mm-hmm.
sings literally with everything he has, and so I get the whole. You're wondering what's authentic, what's a little theatrical, what's played up. Nothing with him. If you've ever seen his performances, I'm talking about. I've seen this guy performing his live stuff. I've seen him perform live. Actually, I've seen him on the Pentatonics was featured on The Masked Singer, if you've ever seen that,
Oh yeah.
and you could just hear his voice. He is a very distinct type of singer.
Mm-hmm.
And also, in addition to all this, there's a certain level of artistry which kind of transcends your typical contemporary a cappella.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the backing singers of Tonality and Sage, I mean, it's not pop. It's not
No, it's
anything
not.
close to
Mm-mm.
pop. It's very like the tones and the feeling and the emotions are very deep and dark and
Mm-hmm.
heavy, and it fits what they're trying to get across with, as I mentioned here, Alexander Lloyd's Blake. It's a beautiful message of love,
I was gonna
especially a
say
positive message of queer love. And
it
with
definitely.
that comes a little
I
bit
mean,
of struggle,
oh yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Especially like, I mean, the quote that you read in today's day and age,
Hmm.
it's tough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's tough outside of that community, but in light of recent events, it's tough in that community as well. And
Hmm.
I mean, I, I we've both said it. It's the month of love. I think it's so
Hmm.
important for us to like love our fellow men, whether or not they're the same as us, they're different than us, they believe different things.
Hmm.
I think the world could use a lot more love.
Absolutely. Well said. I can't think of any better way to close out this segment than with that message right there. I will say I will be pulling for Scott Hoyne and Rose Without the Thorns, hopefully
Mm-hmm.
for a Grammy one, just because I have a special place
Oh
for
yeah,
a cappella
yeah.
arrangements. So hopefully they win a
I was gonna
Grammy.
say,
I know.
I think we all have a special place. Like, at least the community that is here, we have a special
Absolutely.
place in our hearts
Absolutely.
for acapella.
And I'm not sure about Tonality. I know Pentatonics has won a Grammy before, and I know
Mm-hmm.
actually Sage with their debut, they won a
Oh,
Grammy as well. So this would be
that's awesome.
phenomenal.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. That's very cool. So definitely check out the videos that we've shared with you today. The link to watch the full videos will be included below. And thank you so much for tuning in today. We would not be here without you, the wonderful acapella community, and we love talking all things acapella. Thank you so much to Acaville for giving us this wonderful platform for sharing, as I said, all things acapella with you, our audience. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can get more awesome acapella content. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. You can find us at Talkappella. That's 2 P's, 2 L's. If you have something you want us to share, shoot us an email. You can reach us at Talkappella. Again, you got it, 2 P's, 2 L's at acaville.org. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. So, Brian, it's been so much fun. And
Same.
like I said,
Mhm.
new season, new segments. So, for all those, stay tuned.
Dun, dun,